Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. Okay, so how to share an image? So basically, once you develop an image, you need to share with your colleagues also, your office mate also. So because the same image which you developed has to be used for running by your team, right? So that is important. So how do we do that? So let me share with you command for it. So here, first thing, Docker images. So let's say I want to share this image, Raju 2. So what are the methods which you have to share an image? So one method which we have is tarball. You can create a tarball for it. Okay. So how do we create a tarball? So Docker save output Raju dot 2 dot tar name I'm putting up same and then image name. And you see here this image is created. Now this tarball you can share with the team in many ways: SAP, FTP, shared drive, Google Drive, S3, and many ways. And then he will use that this tarball to get that image. Now the question is like, let's assume I'm the person who's having this tarball but not that image. So I'll delete that image. So RMI Raju 2. See here, I deleted that image. It says there's one container running with that image, so I have to first delete that one. Raju 2, I think this one. So Docker stop container ID and then remove it. Done. So now I will remove that image. I deleted that image. Now you see that I don't have that image, Raju 2. So I don't have that image. So what to do? So after that you have to load that. So command is load hyphen I for input tarball. Done. And you see Raju 2, you got it. What a command I run it? Nothing great. In order to save that image, you have to run the command called save in the tarball. And if you want someone else wants to load the tarball, load the tarball. That's all. Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yeah.
But guys, this is the that here this is good, but it's not user friendly because from where we downloaded the image, all of you, from where we downloaded
Oh, you mean the official
hub.docker.com,
image?
hub.doc, right? So this is the better place. This is called registry. You can set you can create your own private registry also, by the way. Okay. Artifactory, Nexus. In fact, Docker Enterprise also you can use for private registry. But here this is a cloud version, so anyone can register an account free of cost. I have account. Let me show you. Sign in. This is the username and this is the password and enter. So I have accounts, very old account, so I'm using it. So now, can we share an image using Docker Hub or a registry, something similar to Docker Hub? Can we do that? All of you? Are you
Yeah.
understanding?
Oh,
Yeah.
can you please repeat?
So, hello, I'm audible, right? All of you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So let's do that. So first thing, what you going to do? This is the hub.docker.com. Create repository. Okay, so here create a repository. Name of the repository, you can keep it what is a Saturday, but Saturday I might have created so many. So to make it unique, I'll just add some random number. Here description, public, private, public, and create. So this is the empty repository. The view which you see is a private one. That means only you can see. If you want to see the public one, so here you have to click. This public one means anyone can see that. So right now there's no images pushed. So what do we do in this case? So right now, mind it here, your image name is this one. A little bit careful. It's not a Saturday 666. It's only your repository name. It is started with the DevOps schools slash dot dot dot. So what to do? So I have registered. What you need to do? You have to register an account here, log in it, create a repo. That is, you should do that. Anyone can do that. Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay. After this, what to do? So after that, here in this place, let's say here this is your workstation. You have to log in. How do you log in? To hub.docker.com. Hub.docker.com is a default registry, so it can log in. So here, what is username? So username is DevOps schools. Password, wrong password, I put it up. Now I put the things. So basically I have logged into hub.docker.com, but which image you want to share with it, you decide. So let's say I decided Raju 2. So can I push it? Git docker push Raju 2, enter. See here, this is denied. Why? Because they are trying to push to the Raju 2 at the Docker website. So that means they are basically trying to push at this location. Let me tell you, Raju 2. See, 404. Okay. So basically you are supposed to push to this place, this one. Okay, this one. DevOps school slash, that's your registry name. So what do we do in this case? Nothing great. I'm going to tag this name Raju to that name and I can push it. So here Docker tag, tag, and Raju 2 with what? This one. Enter. Now if you see that here, this one and this one is the same image. You see the ID is same, but the label is different. Repository label is different. So now if I try to push it, Docker push, enter, pushing. Now anyone in the whole world, those who want this image, he will run this command docker pull and dap dap dap. So this is the way you can, using the registry, you can share an image with anyone and then get the work done. All of you, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So guys, this is how you can share an image in your office. Instead of hub.docker.com, command will be remain same. Okay, in office, instead of hub.docker.com, it will be artifactory nexus or ECR or enterprise docker hub will be there. Command will be same, URL will change. Okay, any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, now next question is Docker volume. So what is a Docker volume? So there is a one problem with the container. What is the problem? Let me show you. There is one container which you have here, and This container you are storing some very important file, Docker cp. There's a file Docker ps Docker cp. I'm faking out that file. I'm copying it, but it can be through application also, can generate some database file or something. So here Docker cp and then container name and tmp locations. There's a problem. Done. Docker execute and ls tmp. See, this file is there, very important file, index.html, very important file. But there is a one problem with the container is, if the container is gone, docker stop and docker, I'm stopping the container, and docker stop and docker remove. And then you see that index.html, which was inside a container, it's lost forever. We lost forever. So that is the problem in the container. What we call it? Data persistency is not there. Container lost, data is lost. Understood the problem, all of you?
Yes.
How do we solve it? And that is where the concept is coming, Docker volume. So Docker volume will help you to enable the container is gone, data is not gone. Okay, volumes. So volumes also, there is a three types of volumes. Okay, one is a volume itself, another one is host, mount fs, mntfs, and last one is temp fs. So volume, this volume, when you go for it, this get created in, volume is getting created in a cd var lib docker volumes here. Okay, this is the one. Two volumes are there, one volume is there actually already. Jenkins, it got created from Jenkins image. So when you use the volume, why we use volume? Because of you want data persistency. And here, if you use this mntfs, any place in the host machine, and this is in memory. Memory, there is one problem. If you store some data in the memory, system is rebooted, you lose the data. Okay, you lose the data. So what do we do in this case? Go for this one or this one? Simple. So first let me show you the demo of this one. So how do we work the volumes? Let me show you. There is one command for it. Docker volume. You can list the volume. You can create a volume in this directory. Inspect the volume. Remove unused volume and remove specific volumes. Only this command. ls. I have only one volume right now. Okay. And this is also one kind of volumes. You can ignore it right now. This is also volumes. Two volumes are there. Can I create one more volume? So here volume create dev. Can I create one more volume? QA. ls. See, dev and QA. ls. See, dev QA. Right now it's empty actually. You don't find anything. Let me show you. Nothing is there. Okay. So now I showed you how to create a volumes, how to list the volumes. Now after that, Docker volume, there's a few commands also which you can delete the volumes. Okay. So prune and rm you can use it. But the question is, how do we use the volume when you create a container? So let me show you that. So Docker run hyphen itd ubuntu. Are you comfortable with this image, this command, right? All of you.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
while creating a container, you have to use, in order to mount the volume inside a container, you have to use -v for volume. What is the name of the volume? Dev. Inside a container, when you want to mount it, let's make it opt Raju. So here you have creating a new container, and this volume which you're mounting inside a container at the opt Raju, and done. So Docker ps this container. Now Docker exec container ls and df, right? Df fnkh. See here, opt Raju. Go into ls opt. Any data stored in the Raju directory opt Raju inside a container, it will be stored in the volume in this directory, the one which I showed you here. This one, dev. Okay, let me try. So Docker, I'm creating one file, touch dev, touch where? Opt, right? Opt Raju, and here I'm creating one file, important file, rrrrrr something like that txt, very important file. You see that here, the file is there or not? Let me look at it. See that file is there. File is here or not in the dev? Let me show you. File is here. File is here. But now what I will do, I will remove the container, and let's see that Docker stop and Docker remove. So Docker container, now container is gone. Data is gone or not? Nope. Data is there. And same data, which is the dev volume, which you can use it with any other container, new container. And now new container, if you have a data or not, container ID you have to change. Yes,
So these files are getting created in the local machine app, right?
yes, volume under this location.
Okay.
So volumes, I just said, what is volume? Volume is a way to fix the problem. What problem? Data persistency inside a container. So when you use this type volume will be created here. You can mount to the container. How? I showed you. Container is gone, data will not gone. You can reuse the data, reuse the volume with the same other containers and use the data. Can you mount two volumes? Yes, very much possible. Docker again, this is the container, one volume I'm mounting. There's one more volume I created, if you remember, qa opt qa. So two volumes I'm mounting to the same container. You see here, this is the container. Docker execute ls opt, two volumes, qa and Raju. So yes, you can mount it. Can two volumes you can mount to single container? Yes. Can a single volume mount to multiple container? Yes. All these things you can do that. So did you understand that volume is a solution for the problem of data persistency in the container? Are you comfortable, all of you?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great. So now guys, next thing, this was inbuilt volume actually. But the question is, can you store the data in the host machine any other places than that var lib docker volume? Yes, possible. That type is called mntfs. How to use it? Nothing great about it. Go to your any places in the host machine. Let's say I go to opt locations, and here I'll create one directory, Raju, and this Raju is in my host machine. Can I use the opt Raju instead of that volume which was in dev qa? Yes, possible. No change in the command, only the full path you have to give it. opt Raju inside a container where you want to go. So tmp Raj. Inside a container tmp Raj, opt Raju from the host machine. Now any files you create in this container, docker inspect, docker exec container touch where tempraj, creating fake file. Usually what will happen in real time, application will write the files, not you will create like this, but just for the demo I'm showing you. So yyyyy.txt. See, I created in a temp raj inside a container. You have it. Container is gone, data will not be there, will not be gone. Understood? This is called temp fs. The only difference is, instead of using the volume name, here you can use the full path. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so third type, the volume which is used in the memory. This is a very fast data you get it, very fast, because when you store in the devices, little slow compared to the memory, but there's a drawbacks for it. If the system is rebooted, you lose the data, so that you can try it out also. So guys, this is the docker entire sessions which we had. Let me cover up and summary, give it to you summary, and if you have any doubts you can ask me. So which we discuss about what is docker. So docker is a container management tool. Why docker is needed, we discussed in the last session. Then we install the docker, and then we discuss about the docker components. Anyone have a memory of docker components? So docker components is, one is docker itself,
It-
second one is image, third one is registry, fourth one is container. We also discuss what is container, and then we created the container, start the container, stop the container, pause, unpause, remove, all this thing we did it, kill that container and all. After that we use the container using exec command, got inside a container. Also through the networking we access the container from outside. Also we learn the port forwarding, if you remember that, and so on. Some of the commands which we also learned, like how to troubleshoot the container, like a ps command, logs command, and so on. Then we discuss about how to create an image, because after knowing that, playing with the container, you need to understand that how to create an image. So I said image is nothing but a collections of layers. Layers is equal to file system. So different layers, you have a different file system, all combine it logically together and call it one image. Okay, always image will start with the root file system, remember that. Without root, image will not be created. So root can be ubuntu, fedora, centos, debian, this, that, and all kind of things, or and so on. And then after that, n number of application depends on that. Now I taught you how to create an image using container. Basically, you create a container from one image, go inside a container, modify the container, whatever you want it, and then commit the container, you'll get a new image. That's the one way. But that is a manual work. So I taught you how to create an image using Dockerfile. And in the Dockerfile, these are the most important one. Apart from that, 2-3 more extra will be there. You don't have to complicate it. From maintainer, run, copy, environment, user, and CMD and entry point. Remember the CMD and entry point, how to run container, that is decided by CMD entry point. What are the difference? I discuss. After that, we discuss about how to share an image. So you can share an image using tarball also, but that's manual and irritating. So most of us in the company, we use the registry like hub.docker.com, which is a cloud one, but private one will be there for your organization. So you have to create a repository over there, login, register login, and then create a repository, and then docker login, docker push. That's all. So these are the two commands we have to use it using that. And after that, I taught you how to make the data persistence in the container. Container is gone, data should not be gone. For that, we have to use volume. Again, different types of volumes, which I showed you just now. Any questions so far, all of you?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.